Hello everybody, this is Be Magnificent, the Traveling Magician, and today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of the Scourge Outbreak. Now, I'm going to be doing a little bit of talking through the background. I want you guys to know that if you see anything that looks like it's kind of weird, like the characters jump a bit, I had a couple PC problems while I was recording this. Apparently, my processor and I haven't been getting along, and it's been jumping up to like 200 degrees. Anyway. As you can see, like this title screen right here is pretty much all new. Now, when you see the Scourge project, it was more of a generic, early 2000s theme. Now it's just a generic 2010s themes. Oh, this is nice. It's pretty good looking.
Corporation's reclusive chairman was unable to attend the ceremony.
I feel like they did a lot of work for this game, and like in the original Scourge project, they did a lot of work for it. And it was crappy, right? And in this one, they did a lot of work. Like this whole section, they remodeled this entire section, so they rebuilt it, and it looks different. It looks better than it did in the original Scourge project. Again, I'm not doing a Let's Play for that because, well, the original Scourge project was terrible. I barely did this one until I started playing it. I saw how much better it was. Up, bald bitch, gonna get it. Run, girl, run. See, in the future, Japan doesn't make tentacle porn anymore, so we gotta do it now. Ooh, fancy man. Alright, so we're in the main menu and everything, and quite frankly, it seems kind of weird that instead of taking you directly to the menu, they show you the cinematic before you go to the main menu. That seems kind of backwards to me. It seems like something like that is really the start of a story, not, hey, this was happening that you missed right now. Here's our fancy extra splash screen. Now let's take you to the main menu so you can decide what you're going to do. Oh, and I've been playing this game before, so what you'll end up seeing a bit is I'll already be a higher level because I did a test playthrough before I did this one. So I'm just going to go over here, and I think I'm going to just start a new player game in a minute. Alright, now you have 4 characters here, right? You have Stonewall, Amp, Mass, and Shade. Now there's not much difference between the 4 characters. I mean, even though they have that little wheel in the beginning right there, it doesn't make much difference. Now, me personally, I prefer to play as Shade because for the long majority of this game, you will not be using heavy weapons. Oh, and by the way, these 2 things that I'm over here highlighting, those are the things that actually make the characters a little bit different. The type of shockwave they do, which is a power-up that the suit gets later on in the game, and the shield, another power-up you get. You get a little wheel I was just talking about, and like I said, I go with Shade, because, well, Shade is Diesel. Oh, by the way, those 2 pistols you see him holding, you will never get to use 2 pistols in the game. You only get 1, and the pistol is by far the worst game ever. Oh, and I am a fan of his static shockwave and static shield. Alright, so sorry about that. I had to go back to the beginning. Man. I don't want to wait. And no friendly fire. And as usual, I play all my games on a normal difficulty when I'm doing Let's Plays because I want you guys to get a good look at what the game itself looks like. Nice loading screen. Totally nice. Oh man, look at that plane. It's a nice little 2009 plane.
Now entering Nogari.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about the dips that you're going to be seeing in quality because this is my first video, and even though I recorded all this stuff raw, I had to put it through a conversion process to get to use it with my video editing software. It's been interesting to say the least. Oh, by the way, you never get to use that knife either throughout the game. Jesus, samurai. Aww. Funny tidbit. Life and games are all about these foreshadowing moments, and you don't realize they're foreshadowing what they reveal until later on in the game. Or well, later on in life, I should say. That was a life lesson from Be Magnificent, PC Gamer. Wow, look at this. So anyway, I gotta admit, it's an okay look. You'll actually see this game is more than just the brown, muddy environments. They actually have a couple outdoor levels in the game. And let's just play the tutorial.
Shade, this is Drake. The The others are almost done, so hurry up. Meet me in the firing range to run diagnostics on your Ambrosia suit. Follow the waypoint on your radar. You can't miss
They make you
it.
do this a lot in the game. There'll be moments where you can't access something or move forward until someone's done their exposition. Also, F that guy. Just because. F him. I was trying to use melee, they wouldn't let me melee. Oh yes, one of the biggest improvements in this game is actually the dive. Alright, so in the original Scourge project, you couldn't dive, so there'll be situations where, as you'll see later on in the game, oh, by the way, one of the members of Alpha, you'll be seeing him later. The original Scourge project, you couldn't dive, right? So you had paper-thin health, and you were about as mobile as a Scorpius. Now, you can actually dive. You can get out of trouble fairly quickly if you're paying attention. And you can really and it really saves yourself. It cuts down on the frustration that you'll face in some parts of this game. Pick up the pistol.
So far, so good.
Alright, let's check this out.
Check your HUD's ammo counter.
We'll just look down range.
And take out the targets. What's wrong? You dead? I said fire from the hip.
I like the little things that they do. Like, for example, like when I just shot down range and I used my sights when I wasn't supposed to. There are little Easter eggs and little different paths and things that you can take in the game depending on it. I might do a different video where I delve into the Easter eggs, but they're pretty hard to miss though, but they're pretty good. They add some depth to the game, and they do a little bit for storytelling. They clue you as the player in what's going on.
Check if they registered correctly. Switch between weapons
Next,
just to be
we
sure.
have, I think I'm going to take, am I taking the Reaper or the shotgun? I think I'm going to take the shotgun this time.
Your suit took some damage last night, so I want to make sure it's
like I said, the pistols are horrible
don't
fucking
break
weapon.
while you move around.
Like, you use the pistol in the beginning of the game, and the first chance you get rid of the pistol.
Blind fire. A few shots.
Okay, you know what? That was one of my complaints right there. The way that you, like, lock in the cover is in this game can be kind of schizophrenic sometimes. Like, sometimes things that you used in previous level, you'll see assets that were cover. Later in the game, they won't be covered. It tends to be a bit confusing. The only time in the game the shotgun is useful for me.
Wish I could say the same for yours, Merc. Now, pick up some of the
Oh,
guarding
F that
grenades.
guy.
They've got two modes, normal and adhesive. First, try normal mode on those targets.
Do grenades. I'm not gonna lie to you, you get very good with throwing grenades in this game, because every chance you get to, you will be tossing a
You'll
grenade.
stick to any surface, even enemy armor.
You see, your weapons in the game are fairly weak. Oh, hold that thought. F your face. Hiding like a little
Right,
bitch.
that's it for the weapons
sorry, that
interface
wasn't cool.
diagnostics. Go find
I've been
Eve.
drinking.
She'll check your
Yeah, I
Ambrosia
know,
suit
I know.
abilities. I'll mark a waypoint on your radar. Once you're done with Eve, get your ass to the briefing room. Don't keep everyone waiting.
We've got some problems with the Ambrosia conduit. There should be space to draw underneath.
It's actually pretty cool how he's up there. Don't know if I can kill him. I don't really want to try. It'll probably fail me for a mission. or
Wait,
something.
which one? The red or the blue one?
Please tell me you're joking.
That is pretty cool though, the bulk function. I wish they had made like a kind of a quick time event where they re-balled it over, so that way, you know, it wouldn't have been so many times with the dive in the cover first and then jump over. It'd have been nice if you just could have popped over it. It would have made you a little bit more mobile. And I'm all about mobility in these type of games because you're in a third-person shooter. So as long as if you're not in the first person, the advantage you have in the third-person shooter is that you can see more of your surroundings, not just your character. So I feel like you should be able to use that to your advantage to be a bit faster, be a bit more agile moving through your environment.
There's a recharge unit
The
nearby.
improvements they've made have been nice, but some of the things that they missed and they could have done, it weighs it over. Anyway, Ambrosia suit. So now, depending on who you use, that shield actually follows you around. Like for example, if you're masked, that shield you move with it. Now the difference is when Mask is using his shield, he can't defend himself. That's why I don't like using Mask or Amp.
Yours is stationary, allowing you to move freely and carry out other actions.
first time I played this game, I didn't actually do the tutorial. Like, I had skipped it by accident. And I will admit, there are things they tell you in the tutorial that you actually will be using a lot later on in the game, and it's nicer this way.
Your suit has enough ambrosia.
Oh, coincidentally, ambrosia canisters later on in the game, when you shoot them, they blow up. Oh, that's my shockwave.
Test your shockwave ability. It's calibrated to be harmless to allies, but deadly to anyone else.
Doo-doo. Alright. Shockwave.
Good. Now use your shockwave to eliminate the holograms. Try to make sure they're all within the blast radius.
Boop. Boop.
Not bad. Remember that your shockwave will go through solid objects, making it very versatile in combat. You'll find plenty of ambrosia cells all over
Why
the
won't you
island.
die?
Be careful though. It's their formula, so it's extremely pure and volatile. Both your abilities are fully functional, so let's move on to the other integrated systems. Your HUD will tell you when and where a
Tell you the truth, the
squad member
shockwave
has been
attack is
incapacitated.
incredibly useful against
If you
groups
get
of
to them
enemies.
fast enough,
In fact, there's a certain type of enemy in the game that you'll see later on where using bullets on this enemy is a waste. You're better off using your shockwave to actually to deal with these enemies
But
dispatch them.
remember, if their life support fails before you revive them, they'll die. Next, we've integrated a quick order system, or QOS, into your suit. You can use it to issue quick orders to squad members and track your own orders. Quick orders will go to the nearest available squad member, and the type of order will always depend on what you're currently aiming at. First, try giving a quick move order while aiming at the highlighted location.
Oh, tutorials.
Perfect. The QOS also allows you to
That
cancel
order
orders.
squad mate
Issue an
function
order and then
is
cancel it.
it's kind of a weird
Alright,
function
now try a quick use order on the console.
because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Great. Now aim at the target and issue a quick attack order. Good. Now if one of your team is
Also,
incapacitated,
ordering them to
you
attack
can order
enemies is a
another
great
squad
way
member
to
revive
actually
them. Aim
distract.
at the injured
One of the
squad
things I
member
like
and
about
issue
this
a
game,
quick
and you'll see me
revive
do it a
order.
lot, you can actually flank your enemies in this game. See, by using the squad commands, you can use your squad mates as decoys to lure your enemy and attacking them, and you can
You can
swoop
also
behind
use
your
the
enemies
QOS
and
to issue and
dispatch
cancel
them very
orders for
quickly.
specific squad members. Try giving an order to Mass now. Well,
It is
looks like all
an
your ambrosia
incredible.
systems are fully
It's an
operational,
incredibly
so you're
useful
ready for
tactic in
combat.
this game, and in
Good
general,
luck down there on
it's
Nagari Island.
wonderful
Bring
because you don't
Rise back
normally
home
get a
and
chance to
get that
flank your
meteorite
enemies in most
sample.
games.
We are
Most of
all
your enemies
counting
have
on
like a
you.
cone of
Whatever
awareness
Riseback
or
promised
like
you,
a
Echo
sphere of
marks as a
awareness
reward.
where
I hope
if you're
it's enough
anywhere
to
in
keep
that
you
sphere or
focused.
within their sight
Now
range,
go join
they
the others,
automatically
and they'll
see you
start
like
without
this.
you.
It's nice to be able to actually outsmart your enemies. It makes you feel better as a player. That's a fantastic, I want to say mechanic. Yeah, it's a fantastic game.
All right,
mechanic.
listen up, people. I know you're anxious, so let's not waste time.
And this
Last night's operation in
stereotypical
the
military
Bering Sea was a
commander.
success. Thanks to Echo Squad, the Tarn Initiative is now close to taking out Nagari Corporation once and for all. As you now know,
Oh.
Dr. Reisbeck is alive.
God,
on
he's
Nagari
actually like
Island,
25,
located
but
in the
video
Sea
game
of
years is like
Okhotsk.
500.
His cover as a biofuel research specialist is intact, so he's
Hey.
safe for the moment. Once we re-establish contact with him, he provided us with some crucial intel. Our suspicions
I love
were
how
correct.
Alpha has 3 people.
Reisbeck
We
has
have 4
discovered
people.
traces of non-terrestrial pathogens in
Like
a
you couldn't think
meteorite
of
that
one more
Nagari
Alpha
have had in
squad.
their possession for over a decade. Pathogens which are identical to those found in the plagues which have ravaged every corner of the world
Doesn't
in the
even make
last few
sense in the
years.
universe now.
But I don't have to tell you about the plagues. Most of us have lost loved ones because of them. If we can expose the link between Nogari's ambrosia formula and these outbreaks, then even they, with all their power and political influence, will not survive the fall. But there's a problem. Nogari's divine leader, Ikari Ayu, has decided to use what's left of the meteorite to perfect their ambrosia formula. Reisbeck believes that the meteorite will be destroyed in the process. We need a sample of that meteorite, and soon. Otherwise, we'll have no proof that Nogari is responsible for the plague. Now let's take a look at your objective. As we speak, Tarn strike teams are engaging Nogari security forces with diversionary attacks, leaving Alpha and Echo free
Seems like a
for
pretty
covert
standard
insertion. Echo, your objective is to locate the meteorite, secure a sample of it, rescue Reisbeck, then rendezvous with Alpha for extraction. Alpha will escort Echo during
What is
their
wrong with
insertion,
Stonewall's
then stand
face?
by and cover the extraction zone. Once Echo is done, protect and escort the sample, Reisbeck, and Echo back to Tarn HQ. The sample has priority. Understood? Your pods are prepped and standing by. So go get strapped in and ready for launch. This is our chance, people. We won't get a better shot. If we're gonna take Nogari down, it's now or never. Let's finish this. Dismissed.
I love how everybody mysteriously vanishes except for you. Like, everybody's already up
Shade,
there.
a word? I've read your dossier, Shade, so I know about your grudge against Nogari. Just make sure you use it to keep you focused. The last thing we need is a wild card in Echo. Now get going.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. That little change, that little bit, never comes up in the story again. Oh, the mask just chilling. No, I gotta admit, this isn't a very bad looking game. It looks pretty nice, but I don't mean like graphics, but I mean like there's a lot about this game that actually looks really good. Oh, and at the end of every level, you kind of get like a Left 4 Dead splash screen, which like shows how many kills you got, revives, all this stuff that you see on the screen, right? So it's kind of fun because when you're a single player, you're gonna die. You're gonna get incapacitated a whole lot. So it's great to see how big your number is and how many revives everybody has too. It's pretty fun.
We have some new intel from Reisbeck. Patching him through now.
Wait, wasn't Vance there a second ago?
Nogari has pushed the test schedule forward, and in doing so has moved the meteorite sample to subsection Epsilon. Once you're on the ground, your primary objective is still the meteorite sample. I can guide you to its new location remotely. After that, come for me, and we'll rendezvous with Alpha for extraction. I'm sending you my coordinates now. Remember, Echo, you're doing a great service to both the Tarn Initiative and to humanity. If we are successful, Nogari Corporation will be crippled once and for all, and their stranglehold on the world will be broken.
Affirmative, Reisbeck. Let's just hope you're right. ETA 2 minutes. Just be ready to keep Nogari's security away from us. Echo out.
A little late for that,
Do you
isn't
think
it?
we can trust
He
them?
needs us as much as we need him.
Oh man, they hit a lot of stereotypes
It's only
in the
a matter
story.
of
A
time
lot of
till
cliches, not
Nogari
stereotypes, a lot of
discoveries the
cliches in the
spy.
story.
It's all or nothing. Alpha, it's showtime.
Copy that, Echo. We'll be on your wing until you touch down. Alpha out.
Oh, we got attacked.
Alpha, what the hell?
Oh god, his face. Oh my god. Oh shit. Like, oh god, it's so horrible.
Weapon
Oh.
check. Suit check. Make it quick, people.
Suit is running on empty, and I've only got my sidearm. Our weapons rack must have come loose in the crash.
Whatever it is, we'd best find it soon. These pea shooters aren't gonna be much help. Maybe not in your hands, Naz.
Alright, well, we're running. We're running. I gotta admit, this is a pretty nice, it's actually a pretty nice background. Like, they
Echo,
actually have a good
come
variety
in,
of
Echo.
different
Do you
types
read
of
me?
weapons
This is
to play
Reisbeck.
through.
Hold still and stay out of sight. There's a Nogari patrol up ahead. I'll divert them away from you. Okay, done. In just a few moments, they'll be out of your way.
Wait for it. Sync.
Rosbeck,
they heard
they
your
knew
voice
we were
actors
here.
override.
What's going on?
So, no, we can't let this stand.
I don't know. Something's wrong.
Doesn't matter now. Engaging!
We're engaged. Alright, that is the only time in the game I think I'll use it. And even then, I think I've used it for like 2 seconds and I can really say, let's say, probably gonna hop over it actually.
Enemies ahead.
Yeah, hopping over it. I can't see shit. Now, as you can notice, those little things that pop up at the top of them, there's kind of an XP and rank system inside the game. I'll show it to you guys in a minute when I get to these fire levels. But pretty much, the more you use certain types of skills, like different bonuses, and they're all passive bonuses, well, except for the event, the ones that affect your ambrosia abilities. So, the more you use them, or the more or certain types of kills or assists you get, the different ways you level up. It's actually a pretty unique and nice leveling system.
Then I detected a weapons mark on your
it lets you go from being, kind of weak to actually a serious threat.
And I believe that
now, I've leveled up a lot of my abilities already, so that's not the most I need to play for already. So, like, I recover ambrosia faster, my shockwaves are considerably larger. I think I even use less energy per doing that's on the ambrosia, and I think I've gotten like a faster snap to iron aim, and I think increased ammo capacity, or increased click capacity.
There's plenty where you're headed, but you must hurry. Alpha already has a head start.
Also, if you didn't hear it, Rosbeck basically said that Alpha is the one that attacked us, right? Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you pay attention, I feel like there's so much bull that goes on in this story, and I can't tell if it's the writing that is bull, like it's good writing, like I'm trying to like set you up for stuff in life, or it's just bad writing, like we forgot what we said that was going on like 10 minutes down the line. Oh, and I'm gone. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I found cover. We really don't have a lot of health. Your enemies have a ton. Like, these guys are lightweights. When you get later in the game, you have some seriously bullet spongy enemies. Oh, got it. I got knocked out. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I don't think I have any use for the squad this early in the game. Temporary infestations. Oh. There you go. Everybody attacking.
I don't know how they're doing it, but everywhere that Alpha goes, Nogari troops are suddenly becoming unresponsive to my orders. They seem to be controlling them, but how?
Nope, can't get up
Alpha
there.
Squad's commander is a telepath, but she never had
Yeah,
this
I know I got
kind of
plenty of
power.
ammo, just kind
All
of
the more reason not to wait around. Come on, let's move.
Up ahead is the
open this door.
workers' entrance to Nogari's administration facility. You'll need to hack your way in.
Yeah, man, stick the door. Man, I can't wait till I find a barracuda. Alright, I'll be silent for a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys just watch and enjoy. I'll pipe up if I'll pipe in if I see anything that needs me, that I feel needs commentary.
around in the shadows. No offense, Shane. Take that position.
Alright, so this is part of what I was talking about earlier. The squad commands let you do some really nifty things in the game. Like, for example, I ordered mass over there. I just called them back for a second now. Let me get in position so I can give you guys a good demonstration. Now, the problem that I have, and I've had with this a lot, is that it's really finicky how you order them to move places. because sometimes if you're not pointed at the right area, like how I'm pointed there, I was pointed at the box sort of, they don't move you in the closest point to that spot. They kind of just say, you know, I'll put, you know, you have to point directly at the ground, and it has to be completely unobstructed. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to demonstrate flanking, even though I think, yeah, the enemies already ran up on us. Oh, that's a shame. But again, normally there are actually enemies in that spot right there, so you can actually come up behind them and you can get rid of them.
Nagari are making their way in behind you.
Oh, this is what I didn't really mention before, but I feel warrants mentioning. In order to throw a grenade, or you have to switch to the actual grenade weapon. Now, I don't want to say how, as game designers and game developers have moved beyond that archaic practice like 10 years ago, right? But essentially, it always seems like a break into combat, and it adds in, by design almost, intentional level of difficulty. Really, you can press G to throw a grenade and hold G for it. It will give you the same thing that you have to switch to it for. You did it with a simple keybind.
I see you.
In the same vein, though, you can actually do things like that. Like, for example, how the enemy had a grenade. If you see an enemy with a grenade, run right up on them and unload in their face. It actually, you're pretty much guaranteed not to get shot for it.
Updated your waypoint. Enter the facility. Alpha is not far ahead.
All right, Echo. Let's do what we came here for. Move out.
Your sister is alive. For now. A Nagari scientist named Holden will lead you to her, if adequately persuaded. Once Echo has been successful, we'll give you his location. Until then, make sure you focus on the mission.
Thrown a lot of little clues about the story during this game, and on one hand, I like the story behind the game. Like, you have to dig for it, and I mean, you have to really dig, and what makes sense for it is nice. I like the story, and I want to see where it goes. But on the flip side, though, it's kind of bad writing to have a flashback for something that the player has to
the employee bioscan facility.
Did Alpha do all this?
Yes, and much worse up ahead. I wasn't aware that anyone was capable of causing more collateral damage than Echo Squad.
There's been some heavy fighting here. That's for sure.
I feel like the caveat to what I said earlier is when you do it as foreshadowing.
That's the entrance for new arrivals to Nagari. New employees all go through a rigorous set of tests and scans, which are far more intrusive than most of them realize. Most Nagari personnel are brainwashed before they even make it inside. Alpha is sabotaging systems behind them, probably to slow you down. I'll try to bring it back online.
Alright, so anyway, I just want to let me finish talking before I said this. And I feel like they do a lot of really good foreshadowing bits in this game, but at the same point in time, it's subtle, but I shouldn't complain much. I mean, they're not zombie drivers, so they do a decent job of foreshadowing and storytelling. It's just there are going to be some moments in the story where you're going to just be like, I can't believe you're passing this off. Alright, anyway.
Reloading.
I'm afraid I can't do anything from here. You'll need to locate an auxiliary generator somewhere nearby. Turning it on will reboot the system, allowing me to access and control it again.
We found the generator. We just need to hack it.
There are units closing in on your position. Alpha must know what you're up to. Get ready to defend yourselves.
Echo, defensive positions now. Blast! Control out! Charge! Blast him! Grenade! Enemy eliminated!
Multiple entrances leading into that building on both floors. Keep an eye on all of them, or else you'll be overrun.
One down.
Those little messages from Wisebek and some of the messages you hear throughout the game, where your squad mates are telling you what to do or telling you what's happening, they weren't in the original Scourge project. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy they're in here now, because it was very frustrating in the first game when you would be fighting certain enemies or you would be doing certain things and you wouldn't actually like know what to do. You'd be trying to figure it out, and there wouldn't be like a glowing red weak point or anything that would be, recognizable. It'd be like a little tiny dot on an enemy that's moving, that you don't get a very clear shot at or you can't really see. So I'm actually kind of glad at some of these little things they did.
sabotaging systems behind them. We're gonna have to push hard if we're gonna catch up with them.
I'm out! Cover me!
I'm not gonna lie, that gets kind of frustrating throughout the game. That sometimes, like when you drop a weapon or you want to pick something up, it's a very small window you have to actually grab that item.
Rasnik, we see Alpha, but we can't get to them. We need you to open the blast door at our position.
I'm working on it.
Lily. I never trusted her anyway.
She's got violent face with her. This ain't gonna be easy.
Echo, if you engage Alpha, be careful. Your ambrosia suits are not fully online yet, so you'll be fighting without your abilities.
With or without abilities, it's time to get even. Come on, Rasbeck, they're getting away.
Enemy spotted! Take them down!
Okay, so they just randomly knew I was there. Like, Lilith, Blaze, and Blur couldn't see me, didn't know I was there. She mind controls them. All of a sudden, they're like, oh snap, they're right over there. I can't wait to go over there and murder them. Like, what? Also, we really just...
Rasbeck Alpha got away, but we found some ambrosia cells. We're gonna recharge our suits.
Don't take too long. Your ability should come online shortly. Make sure they function correctly. Nogari's raw ambrosia is much purer than what you're used to.
I'm not gonna make a drugs joke. I'm not gonna make a drugs joke. I'm gonna just clearly say that pure stuff that you're not used to, it's rough, man. Be careful.
Blast! Use that console! Right on!
Okay, I gotta admit, after playing the original Scourge project and playing through this game
Echo,
once before then, and with a couple restarts due to PC issues,
Take that position!
I make my computers handle most of the hacking whenever possible, just so I can provide cover, because I'm tired of getting shot at and having my shield destroyed while I'm over here trying to hack a lot of things. right there's a perfect example of when you drop the shield.
Reloading.
Now, unfortunately, the shield isn't perfect. Your enemies can walk through it, but it will stop most incoming bullet projectiles. It won't stop grenades. It doesn't. I don't think it stops sniper rounds either. Let's see. Then we recharge.
Enemy down.
I'm in position.
Alright, so I think I'll take a second to show you guys what your perk system is and what it gives you. Now, what we've got going on right here is the ability screen, where you have your different shockwave abilities and things like that. Now, in my last playthrough, I got to a part where I didn't know what to do, so I got the chill, so I leveled up my main static abilities. And then over here, you have your enhanced stuff for co-ops and the different ways to level up. Now, in the previous version of the Scourge project, it didn't tell you what you had to do to level up. You kind of had to guess. Now they tell you exactly what you have to do and exactly what your rewards are. So then you have your assault perks that you can level up, and you have your weapons perks. Now, right now, clearly I'm level 8. That was through one playthrough. And I'm almost at the end, but it's going to take me a while to get those last ones, because especially assault weapons, yeah. Man, I really got stuck for an hour in one part and was stuck in a defensive position. Don't worry, it doesn't happen this time. My playthrough on this one's going to be a lot shorter than my first playthrough. We should probably be done with about maybe 4.5, maybe 5 hours total. And we're about an hour in now. 40 minutes in, I think.
I almost feel sorry for these Nagari. The way they're charging to their deaths without a care in the world. Lilith must have them completely under her spell.
By the way, everybody, you should buckle in. Mass is going to say a lot of no shit style things throughout this game. So, yeah, just when he...
That turret will tear you to pieces if you're not careful. Time to put your shield ability to good use.
You see, right there is a very good example of the strategy that you can employ. Now your squad mates actually listening to your commands. So while they were focused on me, I told Stonewall to take the turret, and Stonewall is just whooping ass. true story, I really don't know, like, I couldn't find any more of the service box, so I feel like it's a big part of the story that I'm missing, and I'm going to just keep looking for it, and I'm going to keep looking through it. Anyway, biscuits. Alright, let me get this door.
What the hell is this stuff? Rise back.
Sorry. Yes. What is what?
You know, the massive slimy tentacles that are tearing this place apart.
Ah, those are tendrils from what Nogari calls the Scourge, the extraterrestrial genetic material that Nogari recovered from the meteorite sample. It seems the Scourge is slowly making its way to the surface. The sooner we stop Alpha and get out of here, the better.
You know what bugs me? He didn't say the sooner we stop the Scourge. He said the sooner we get out of here. I don't know. I don't trust Riceback. That was my intention. That was my feeling the first time I played this game, and after I finished the story, it's still good. Oh, biscuits! Oh, you think it's a game? Oh, your poor face.
Enemy ahead.
Oh, I hate this little fast shooting gun, but oh, it's so nice.
like the only way forward is down. Prospect, can you access the elevator?
Yes. I seem to have access to the systems near you, so Alpha must have already gone down to the plant labs. Scanners show a lot of troop movement down below, so be careful.
How does the meteorite sample fit into all of this?
In a word, ambrosia. The sample contains non-terrestrial genetic material which Nogari have used as a basis for the ambrosia formula. If we can unlock its secrets, we can make it common knowledge and cripple Nogari Corporation in the process.
That's where ambrosia came from? Why doesn't anyone know they based it on alien DNA?
There's a lot of things Nogari doesn't want the world to know, Amp. Nogari has a monopoly on the most valuable commodity on the planet, and they're not about to scare off customers by revealing the true nature of ambrosia.
Which explains Nogari's grip in the world economy. Is this what Tarn sent you in to spy on?
Among other things, yes.
Oh, geez. Don't go boring us
Is
with
that
details.
sarcasm I detect?
No.
The closer you get to Alpha, the harder it is for me to access the local security subsystems. You'll need to find someone in that area with a proper clearance and extract their genetic signature.
They're the ones you want, not us.
Mars, get on that console. I'm on it. Amp, take that position. Stonewall, deploy. Mars, deploy. Advancing.
Watch out!
We have a casualty. Enemy down. Target eliminated. Grenade! No problem. All hands to the door there! Mars, move out! Amp, move out!
Moving in.
Stonewall, take that position! Pushing forward.
Don't shoot!
Look out! Grenade! Grenade! Grenade!
His body armor is protected by a powerful force field, so aim for the head.
Genetic signature accepted. Access granted. Gateway to laboratories opened.
Ourbreak wasn't kidding about a lot of activity down here. If that was a welcoming committee, I wonder what they're trying to stop us from seeing.
Nobody has many secrets and many dark corners in which to hide in.
How is the mystery man thing working for you, Shade?
Focus, people. I don't want my head taken off because someone wasn't covering their firing arc.
Alright, I gotta say this. Amp is going to be a pain in the ass and kind of a bitch for the entire game. While Maz says no shit,
don't trust Eugene, and neither should you. He's on their side. You can see it in his eyes. I just guess.
You could go faster if I didn't have to stop and chat every 2 seconds.
You know, as you go through this game, you don't find very many survivors or scientists that talk.
Oh no! Not again! It's them! Run! And close the door!
What did he mean? Not again.
I don't know. I didn't recognize him. Did you?
Whatever. They're probably so scared they don't know what's going on.
There's an elevator nearby, but it's behind a set of
Foreshadowing.
glass doors. Someone in that area should have the DNA clearance required to get past.
Tango spotted.
All you've got.
elevator's making its way up from the lowest level, so it'll take a few moments. Hold your position, Echo.
Enemy ahead. Reloading. Fire. Enemy ahead. Tango down.
Tango eliminated.
Stay down.
Grenade.
Tango eliminated.
Denied.
One down. Tango spotted.
Grenade. Enemy down.
Tango down.
Fire. Got him. Contact.
One down. One down.
Go.
The elevator's here. Get in, or you'll be overrun.
Reloading.
Grenade. Fire.
It's open. Let's move.
Reload. What the hell were those things, Ricebeck? What was Nagari working on down here?
They're creatures created from Scourge genetic material. Nogari called the smaller ones scavengers and the larger ones defilers. They're protective of the tendrils, but normally don't attack unless threatened. I had hoped they would leave you alone, as they have done myself and other Nogari personnel. But it seems Lilith is somehow making them more aggressive as well.
Let's get something straight, Ricebeck. Anytime you think there's a chance of being attacked by the stuff of nightmares, please don't hesitate to let us know.
This elevator stops here, but there's another one nearby that will take you further down. You'll need to find someone with the proper clearance to access it. I'm detecting Nogari personnel in the basement area, so try looking down there.